All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, my neighbor. I hope you answered beautifully. I hope you had a very good night, and I hope that the day will be a beautiful one. I welcome you to Front Page. In fact, it's actually breakfast with Cordelia. Yeah, we'll be having breakfast, and on our table, we'll be having Front Page, and we'll have the reviews. We'll have you talk to us, and at the top of the hour, we'll have a guest join us who want to look at this approval or this motion for a death penalty for you're gonna hear about it in the Front Page review in case you've not heard it already. I welcome you. I'm working with Abiodun, who takes care of all the techies around me to ensure a smooth sail. All right, friends, Oseni Rufai will join us, and that will be the time where we'll have the review of some of the headlines, and later on you too will be joining us. But right now, let's go without much ado. It's a beautiful Friday, May 10, 2024. First paper I'm looking at is Vanguard newspaper, and above the mass we have Senate OK's death penalty for manufacturers of dangerous drugs, and they have other things. Those who have them, traffic, this and that. But the funny thing about this is the fact that they were mentioning only the old school drugs that we know: cocaine, heroin. They don't even talk meth, ice. Maybe they never, I don't know, but that is what they're saying, and there's a little something about that you get to find out. Cash transfer scheme raised household savings but had little other impacts, is according to the World Bank. Deporting 317 Osun indigents from Lagos illegal, according to Falano. And below the mass, we have this one: Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway project not okayed by NAS. Procurement for probe. This is by the reps. Ask ministers of Works, Finance, Justice, AGF to send all guarantees, credit enhancement instruments to NAS. Another writer say project didn't get NAS approval. Senate reps disagree on implementation of cybersecurity levy, with the writer both arms of NAS passed levy into law after public hearing. This is according to Senate. Says levy not punitive but aimed at protecting national security and economy. IMF cautions FG against CBN Act amendment. IMF Mona rest a big. FG telecoms operators disagree on tariff hike. 2.7 billion naira fraud. Ex-aviation minister Sirika daughter ducked get 100 million naira bail. And there is an addition you also get to hear. Edo Guba, crack in LP as youth leader declares dissolution of EXCO. Labour Party. Now, and the one about the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, that it wasn't okayed by the NAS, and they are saying it's now resolved to investigate the procurement process of the coastal highway, and they expressed concerns that the procurement strategy might have violated the Public Procurement Act of 2007, Section 40, subsection 2, which required that where a procuring authority adopts to use restrictive tendering approach, it should be on the basis that the said goods and services are available only from a limited number of suppliers. There's supposed to be some advertisement about it and all the processes. They said that wasn't clearly followed, due process wasn't clearly followed, and so we're going to probe this. The Guardian newspaper: how real estate firms, agencies fleece prospective property buyers and tenants. That one you should read up. One reportedly killed, several injured in fresh Okwama violence. I'll tell you about that. House of Reps directs CBN to halt implementation of 0.5% levy on transactions. 45-year-old cleric defies 3 minors in Kwara, blames the devil. The devil may have been somewhere else, but this man chose to blame him for something he did by himself. What a shame. House of Reps, I told you that one, and versus CBN. Then Kaduna to relocate 359 schools over insecurity. They said in some of those places where they have a lot of issues, they're going to merge the schools, and they're training a state body that will be taking care of the security of the schools and so on. But one thing I didn't see there, how these children will be getting to school. Maybe they will explain that later. Senate okays death sentence for makers of illicit drugs. You still have here transactions exempted from cybersecurity levy. If you've not seen it, you see it in or the front page of The Guardian. Now, that story about Okwama, where one person reportedly got killed and several others injured at Okwama community in Ughelli, South Local Council of Delta State. This happened 2 days after soldiers were withdrawn from the settlement. Now, the story has it that Akugbene community had some of their youth go through that community. Okwama people say these people, immediately the soldiers left, they came to loot our things. They got up, accosted, and whatever happened ensued. But the community, Akugbene, said, no, these people were going through Okwama. Immediately they heard the soldiers had left and they were passing through to another community. A neighboring community says, no, these guys were actually looting and whatever happened. If that be the case, that is a terrible thing to have happened, and I pray that all the states talk to their youths to behave themselves. Okwama people are already traumatized. I don't think they need more of this. Now, the Nation newspaper, NLC justifies 615,000 naira demand. They said is according to the realities of today. And they also said that part of what we told the government and the tripartite committee is that we are doing this according to the inflation rate of today. If it increases, we will see increase the money. Okay. Rivers House reaffirms legitimacy as Fubara backs 3 loyal lawmakers. Sirika, others get 100 million naira bail and they're not allowed to travel out of the country till this case is over. Chibok girl back with 3 kids after 10 years, and Senate House differ on cyber levy. We'll still take some more story before I join Rufai in a couple of minutes. And this one on the security levy, it has here that while the Senate argued that the levy was not punitive, the House called on the CBN to halt its implementation because of the apprehension created by the announcement. Also, the Nigerian Economic Summit Group criticized the levy, saying it should be paid by high-net companies and individuals. The Punch newspaper is right in front of me now, and we have Coastal Highway probe. Reps to summon Edun Umahi, AGF, with a rider. Works Ministry Defense Project. House panel gets 4 weeks to complete probe. Above the mass, you have government under pressure to stop cybersecurity levy. 2.7 billion naira fraud. Court imposes travel ban on Sirika daughter. Abduction. Citizens slam IGP for detaining journalists beyond 48 hours. And there was a protest and they're saying, nope, this can't continue. It has to stop. Tinubu, Abiodun, and Muson, others hail Awujale at 90 years. Happy birthday, sir. And Senate okays death penalty for drug traffickers. I told you about that one. Q1 foreign debt servicing gulped $1 billion. This is according to the CBN. Rivers crisis, Fubara lawmakers lock horns. The fight is still on and still many rivers to cross in Rivers. Much sorrow as under 17 hero Tijani Babangida. He died in an accident and was buried recently. Recently being like yesterday or so. The accident. Anyway, may he rest in peace. Is a sad one. Businessman, Lagos police bicker over 70,000 naira extortion allegation. All right, maybe I'll take just one more before Daily Trust. Abia forensic audit, how we spent 10 billion naira airport fund. This is according to Ikpeazu. He says that OT is just cloud chasing. He goes on to say a former commissioner for information under Ikpeazu had said OT should tell the people the truth, and that the alleged 10 billion naira was originally budgeted for the airport project but was rechanneled into other projects following the approval of the executive council. after traditional rulers in the state told Ikpeazu to shelve the airport project and focus on repairing major roads in the state. Okay, that's that. But Daily Trust also has Fubara plotting to demolish our official residence. Pro-Wike speaker raises alarm. But Fubara said, come on, I visited the place to find out if there is any repair to be done. Yeah? Anyway, Rufai is on the line. Hey, Fire. Good morning. Good morning, Rufai. How are you?
Morning. There's a lot to talk about. I mean, so sorry to the Tijani Babangida family. I think the story coming out, I think it's his brother Ibrahim that passed on the spot after the accident.
Yeah.
Tijani Babangida and his wife are still hospitalized. We're praying for a quickest recovery for them.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, I saw that too. So when I saw this this morning that buried and all that, I'm wondering, so it's a bit gray. You've also brought that up. I'm praying if it's just the grayness they are reporting that he gets well soon. Amen to that.
I just hope he gets well soon. Also, happy birthday to Awujale of Ijebuland, the paramount ruler. And we wish him the very best. We wish him continuous strong health and all of that. And we wish him continued reign. Real quickly, there are many stories making the rounds. I think it's the story of the Coastal Road. The story of the Coastal Road is one that we should ask questions about. Now, the National Assembly is saying they didn't pass through them. So the question is, who approved the due diligence for that project that never even passed through the National Assembly? And why was such amount of money issued out without passing through the National Assembly? So, that question was raised by a lawmaker from Benue. And that's why we keep saying this Coastal Road needs a lot of explanation that the government is not giving us. Anyway, I hear that if someone Wale Edo and the likes of
the AGF and all that,
the AGF to come and explain more about the Coastal Road and why didn't it pass through the National Assembly? And these are questions we should ask. As regards the lawmakers, Fubara said he just went to visit it, but the lawmakers are scared because you know what happened to the last house. Yeah. I'm not saying that demolished, but all of a sudden that's how we saw that the Rivers house was demolished, and they went on and on as regards that.
Yeah, they said it was for renovation, that they needed to renovate it. That was what the Honorable Commissioner also buttressed yesterday. That's for renovation, yes.
Hope they will not say that they want to, that's why they say they want to renovate, they want to pull it down after the fire so that they can rebuild it.
But a two-year-old complex, what is there to renovate? 2 years old. Oh my
you never know. You never know. You see what? Is it not in Edo State that you removed the roof of the parliament? Yeah. So you see, politicians doing all sorts of shenanigans. But in all of this, it is the people that suffer. So for me, I'm also asking, why is it that it's now that Fubara is going to visit to ask if there's any renovation to be done?
It's because I care. I want to see how they're doing.
Which they care with that. They not care all this one. Now when they say they want to fish and all of a sudden they go visit their complex.
Oh wow.
Well, in all of this, let's not deceive ourselves. The Rivers people are the ones bleeding and reeling from all of this. They are the ones suffering this very dire implication. And
I think they should rise, they should stand up. They should stand up.
You see, but they are the mercy of the politicians. Okay, so what can they do now? They should go to courts when court has not even determined the issues on ground. Why should lawmakers that defected from their party even be in the house in the first place? Those are the questions we should ask. So let's do what is right. The Yorubas have a saying, let's do it the way it is so that it will be the way it has to be. The lawmakers that defected, we all know the rule of law as regards them. And fresh elections should be ordered for their seat. All of this political solution in the end, it never just works in the end. It just causes a lot of back and forth.
Yesterday, Joseph Olorunsho said that if they go to conduct fresh elections, that we can't truly trust the outcome because of INEC glitches and so on. So he was saying, let him just run without them. Is that possible? To just run without those 27?
But it's not fair. You can't run without them because you need a house now. You need a quorum. You need to be able to do things right. And let's not forget that. We need to be able to do things right. And the problem with this country is that we have learned not to do things right. And when you learn not to do things right, nothing works, nothing happens. So,
Okay, the next story.
another story. Anyway, it's a celebrity lifestyle story.
Oh, talk to me.
The,
Which one? Which one? Which one?
the disgraced people of the British royal family are coming and visiting Nigeria today. I don't even know what that means because they are not working members of the royal family
I
again.
didn't even bother. It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, so I'm not, they are not part of the royal family. I mean, Harry has sold his birthright for a woman. So
Hey, will you stop that? What did Adam do? Was it not the same thing?
I'm not saying that a woman is not worth it. Please do not get me wrong. I mean, what is more than worth it? So, but he has sold his birthright for Meghan, just like his grand uncles too did.
Maybe Megan
So-
was just an excuse for what he had always wanted to do.
Anyway, it's left for Harry. But as far as I'm concerned, you were born into royalty. You didn't choose to be, but you were born into royalty. And it's uneasy that the head that wears the crown. So you must be able to follow in that line. And anybody that will love you also must love you for that. Yes, there are internal squabbles here and there, yes. Can we continue to settle it? But a woman pulling you out of your family because the internal squabbles, does she really love you? Does she really love you?
Harry wanted somebody to pull him out. You know, he's still been very angry about his mommy. Harry just needed excuse.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A good wife should not be able to tell him that, Harry, you stick it out. That's what a good wife does. A good wife tells you the bitter truth. A good wife gives you an easy way out. She tells you the bitter truth. And she tells you to stick it out. That's what a good wife does. So anyway, they are welcome to Nigeria.
Enjoy yourself.
Hadi Sirika and his daughter get docked. They get bailed for over 100. Some are reported about 300 million. The Hadi Sirika case is still going on. A lot of billions we are hearing. And there. But there's another thing too. And we should also say this illegal deporting of 317 or showing this is illegal. It's against the constitution. Let's not deceive ourselves. Some people are trying to say, based on security consideration, I don't think the security consideration trumps the constitution. You cannot remove people from one part of the country and deport them because every Nigerian has freedom of movement to every part of the country. So it's against the constitution. Somebody had better tell the Lagos State governor that, because there's no tenable excuse. He said he's going to meet with the Osun State governor. I think they've met, but we've not seen what they are talking about.
I think I read somewhere where he was saying that that happened. I'm not aware, you know. I'm going to go and dig deep to find out what happened.
How can he say he's not aware that it happened? He's not the chief security officer of the state. If anything happens, we have a right to call the governor. He's the chief security officer of the state. So we have a right to call him to account. How will you not know that happened? They deported people in the state. And now they're trying to blame tax force. Tax force bowed. Is the tax force not subject to him?
Task force Nibo.
Also, Femi Falana is saying something very important. He said this 0.5 cybersecurity levy, that is not us, the suffering Nigerians, that are supposed to pay it all. That is supposed to be people, you know, the banks and the other brokers in between that are supposed to pay for it. That is not us. So that the CBN should apologize to us for misinterpreting the circular. And I'm wondering, what is going on here? Is it that the CBN does not understand through the circular what it's supposed to be? Or it's another case of political hanky-panky now that they are playing with the emotions of a lot of Nigerians? So what are we truly doing with ourselves? And what kind of capacity are we truly building? I mean, it's all dependent on time, and I think time will tell in all of this. And the earlier we ask all of these questions, the better it is for all of us. So we cannot just sit down there and keep looking. And we have to ask questions because a lot of people have kicked against it. Many associations have kicked against it. Even Labour has kicked against that. This is not the time to now suffer Nigerians again with another 0.5 levy. And you're saying for security, and we know how nebulous it is. You know, things that go to the office of the NSA and things like that. So, I mean, these are questions we should be able to ask ourselves.
So what do you say about this, the death sentence for drug manufacturers illegal drugs and so on, the one that was approved?
No. I think we can put it step up and out. I think their sentence is extreme. That just sentence is fast fading out every part of the world. So I think we could put what's it called? Measures in place. So I'll give you one measure. There's a company in Ghana that does something very exciting. They're called Sproxil.
Okay.
So what this company does is that they have a patch on every drug that you have a certain number that when you dial that number, it will show you that if the drug is fake or it's a good drug. So I think they used to do that on a couple of drugs. I think some Bicham products partner with Sproxil. I think what we should do is that the government should have a uniformity, so that once you come to get your NAFDAC authentication, you can partner with that company, so that we can be able to know if a drug is authentic or not. So if you put deterrence in place, definitely, you'll be able to censor that. And also, you have a lot of advocacy for the pharmaceutical union and stop illegal pharmacies and everything.
But I think this particular one, it's not just for illegal drugs as per medication and all that. Talking the major things mentioned here, those who manufacture and traffic in illicit drugs like cocaine, heroin, and ice, all those things. That's the major focus here, where they had the vote, and Ndume was saying that
that's too extreme a measure. You can also break their cartel, because all of these people are cartels. Most of these politicians that are talking with their open mouths now, are they not part of the one trafficking drugs? So it's a cartel. So what do? You break their cartel, and you keep breaking their cartel and see how they can't transport drugs. But now in the death penalty, I think it's just so extreme. Anything death penalty is quite very extreme at this point in time.
All right. You have any more stories you would like to look at before you run?
I mean, it's pretty much a Friday, a slow news day, as it were. Nothing really much. I think most of the key stories have been taken. Except if you want me to talk about the IMF commending Nigeria and saying, okay, good job to Nigeria as regards some of the reforms. Yes, they keep commending us, but the problem is we should never forget that there's a lot of pain and suffering on Nigerians. To buy tap now, to buy drugs now, it's very problematic now, because people are suffering by the day, and that's the real effect on people. So if the IMF is supporting the government of most of this world, the IMF should also remember that people are dying and reeling as a result of all of this. You get, so it's a sad one.
All right. Thank God it's Friday, even though we're still gonna work. People do not have money to jolly like that, but still thank God it's Friday, and enjoy your day and we'll find the weekend. Okay.
Bless you. Have a great weekend. God bless you.
You too. God bless you too. You're listening to VOP 90.3 FM, City of Lagos. Wherever you are, we're saying a very good morning to you. And guess what? You can watch us streaming on VOP 903 FM on YouTube. Follow all the social media handles to get updates and all that. I'll give you the numbers to call shortly. You could also follow me on all my social media handles. They're all at Cordelia Utme. Utme is OKPEI. Follow and you get to hear everything and anything that is necessary to be heard. We'll take a quick breather, and right after that, we'll come for your own review of the stories we've shared today. And grand rules I'll share with you later. Stay with us.
Voice of the People, 19.3 FM.
Have you been thirsty for well-nourished, yummy pizza and couldn't find one yet? What you ordered versus what you get, right? I understand. Let me introduce you to the premium pizza and ice cream in town, all the way from the US. Romeo's Pizza and Coldberry Ice Cream. So sweet, so yummy. Visit the new Romeo's Pizza outlet, 22 Latif Salami Street, Ajao Estate, by the Lagos International Airport Road. For more inquiries, call 0816 320 9783 or 0816 321 0945. Romeo's Pizza and Coldberry Ice Cream. The light in every school.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
All right, 90.3 FM, City of Lagos. Always a pleasure saying this. You're welcome. Let's quickly take this now. At 8:05, we'll be having Sonny Irakpo as my guest. He's a certified coach, not just as a coach. He's a campaigner. He's been campaigning against the hard drugs, use of drugs in schools and everywhere. And he works with the powers that be home and abroad to make sure that we're able to get rid of the effects and the use and so on of hard drugs. So I want to rub minds with him briefly on the issue that just came up, the death penalty that has been okayed by the Senate. What he thinks, is it too much? What has he seen? Does he believe that there is a way out? Other than that, he'll join us, and that'll be about 8:05, and you may just have the opportunity to join us too. And later on, we'll be looking at the deep effect cultism and Yahoo in quote has had, and the roots that have been sown in the hearts of a lot of our youths. An investigative journalism project was carried out, and Ejiro Mukoro was the brain behind it. She will join us later on the program too. That'll be at about 10:30. We will look at that. Please make sure you join too, so you know what the young people are up to. All right, so we'll be moving on now. 0700 903 903 903. That'll be the number you'll be calling, and 0817 175 6338. The number you can send your WhatsApp responses to, and you could also call that number to talk with us. It's usually a lot clearer, so if you can try the WhatsApp one, that will be very cool. So right now, ground rules, each person has like 90 seconds to speak. I'm not going to announce it again. At 90 seconds we'll say thank you, and you please talk to the issue and not about anybody at all. Turn down the volume on your radio set before we continue. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kodoria. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and welcome?
My name is Moses from Ilata.
All right. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to talk about the thought of Obama and Akubene.
You said?
Please, I want to call on the Obama and Akubene.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I like that some people were killed. So I want to call on Lagos Delta State government, please, and the state agency, not the Nigerian army, to visit that area immediately so that it will not snowball to an alarming proportion. Very, very sad. The place has been burned down. They're not supposed to rush back to that place. They're supposed to bring fumigator and do some research, because they haven't to drop some chemical that they will give, and then we see people dying of cigarette and disease. So they should be calm enough. They should be calm. I know, because if they are, I know those areas, Akubele to Fukama, to Exemple, to Garagara, there to Opagbo to Warri. I know those areas. So what I want to say is that, please, the government should not waste time at all before it is tomorrow. They should go there and resolve the issue. I know that maybe they go there to address to protect or one thing or the other, because the place has been burned down. Which notice they are coming to do again when the place has been burned down, except their farm? Please, the better state government to respond quickly.
All right.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's going back. They shouldn't be in a hurry to do so. I thought so too, but I'm sure they have their reasons, and we've called on the Delta State government to step in and ensure that the people get back safely and are settled beautifully. All right, let's take some of your messages. I have yours. Good morning. The Senate approved the death penalty for manufacturers of hard drugs. It's a welcome development, and Senate should as well approve death penalty to corrupt politicians, kidnappers, and ritualists. This is Leo from Lagos. I have yours. Okay, let's take this one, and I'll come back and dedicate some time to the messages. Good morning. Hello, good morning. I've taken your call. Can you say something? Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. May we know your name and where you're calling from? Welcome.
My name is Giselle Ludare. I'm speaking from Oshodi.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Please, I wanted to find out most of the answers and the discussion on the air. Are these people listening to our conversation?
Oh, I promise
because
you they are.
We have not seen,
they are. I
we
promise
have not been seeing changes. We have been hearing, seeing some changes gradually and gradually. Things are getting worse every blessed day. Go outside there and see people are suffering. They are not. Some people at least they can take 1 meal. You see beggars everywhere. To solve this, they are homeless. We say we are busy in this country. We are doing nothing. And most of our people who I said they are educated, they travel out. They see the way people are doing overseas. If they didn't take care of their environment over there, will we be able to go? Why can't they go to Somalia? Let them go to other African countries that they are not well established. Why can't they go there and take their orders and see what is happening over there? It has become a mess. Have become a dumpy refuse. We are just talking every time. No changes. What is the problem? What is our problem in this country? What are we doing? We are wasting our time. We are wasting people's future. Look at our youth. All of them have become rogues. Woodlums everywhere. What are we doing? It's high time for us to change.
Yes, sir.
Probably if we cannot take care of this country anymore, let us everybody goes on his own way.
All right, I got that. The line went off, but I got you. The NLC for me is only chasing shadows on their salary scheme. To be honest with you, this Ajari-led NLC has lost public support and they won't achieve anything with their greedy demands. And for the Chibok girl that returned with 3 children, please, Cordelia, where is this girl coming back from? Counter military men that know every corner of the forest in the southeast go there and capture these criminals that are giving the nation restless nights. I really wonder. Oh, happy weekend to everyone. This is from His Royal Highness BC Wonko in Oshodi. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Yes, this is fine. Is this VOP?
Yes, this is VOP. Your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Cordelia. My name is Emmanuel Isong. I am calling from Finland.
Oh, you're calling from Finland. Finland, they say, is one of the best places to live in the world, and you guys are very happy. Is it true?
Yeah. I hope so. Yeah, we are happy. The system works. Yeah.
You will see me tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, you are seeing me in Finland.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, I'm coming there. All right,
thank you for the good work you're doing in the VOP.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, and it's really good. Can I speak concerning today's issue?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. Concerning the charges, and thank God we hear they're taking out now the charges and what they call from the bank charges.
Yes, the security levy.
Before any bank, before any institution is given a license, security of deposits is one of the things they have to accomplish. You know, without that, your depositors cannot trust you to come and keep money. So these the charges they came up with, I found it to be kind of weird. You know, before any institution is given license, security.
Cyber security.
Yeah. You must prove that you can protect your depositors' funds. You know. Now that's that. Concerning the death sentence, like Rufai said, I think it's too extreme. Life sentence. That's what the world is doing now. Life. And come to think of it, how come they are so fast in giving out death sentence to fake drug manufacturers and none goes to corrupt politicians?
No, it's not actually fake drug. We're talking about hard drugs.
Hello?
Yes, they're talking about hard drugs like cocaine, heroin, ice, meth, and all those things. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I can't hear.
Oh, okay. Maybe you try again later. It's a pity that happened. Okay. You're listening to VOP 90.3 FM. Hello, how are you? Hello. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. Your name?
Oh, this is Joshua from Germany.
Hey, Joshua, welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, I just want to take the area of IMF.
Okay.
See, when any country, when IMF prays for Africa, you know that country is done. They are subsidizing some things here. Why can't Nigeria do the same thing back home? They are they don't like us. I'm telling you, there is no Africa country that they ever advised that is good today, because they don't want that environment to even exist. I'm telling you. And for the River State, I think it is time to have a law, not Lord. If you know, I always say this when I call the law. We need law that work in Nigeria. If the law is working, the first thing when those people defect, if the law said that if they defect, they are lost their seat, why can't the INEC come and conduct another election? That is the problem. Everyone must know where he stands and know what he's supposed to do, know their work. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua. Before you leave, you still have some few seconds. I'm suspicious you were in the old Bendel State before you left, right?
Yeah.
You remember Hotel de Jordan?
No, I don't somehow remember that.
You don't remember Idemode and Kokori? Okay, no problem. I will tell people about Idemode and Kokori Hotel de Jordan. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Cordela.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. This was many years ago. Hotel de Jordan, was a satire, and even as at that time, they were complaining about the IMF. I was a child in primary school then, till now. What a shame. Hello, Nemeka, how are you?
I want to contribute based on the National Assembly, please.
Go ahead.
The way they are doing, see, the reason why we get problem with Nigeria leaders, they will talk before they will go back to put on their thinking cap. National Assembly, you are there, and the government knows that they have to pass that bill before coming to us. But today, they are giving us.
Hello, Nemeka, do me a favor. Please hang up, change your location, and call back. I could barely hear what you were saying. Please call back, change your location, and please call back. Let me quickly take some messages. Good morning to you too. Thank God it's Friday. If death sentence will be given to hard drugs manufacturers, what are they saying about those who misuse our funds? The governors, senators, all the government officials who do money laundering, the same death sentence awaits them. Please, as National Assembly did not pass the bill of the Coastal Road, it's better they suspend it and use the money to fix our refineries. Sirika don't have to get bail at all. He should be in prison by now. If we want to talk about drugs trafficking, let's start from the top. Please, let's release Mazin Namdi Kano Ayotek from Arena Market. Good morning. Harry Ogada from Palm Grove, you're saying, you said you recharged 10,000 naira. It only lasted 4 days. All my earnings are going to the electricity bill. May God save us from APC. 10,000 naira lasted 10 days. You did off your fridge? Off your refrigerator? if your AC cools more often. That is what we do now. And for that 10,000 naira, how long did you have the electricity supply? Was it 22 or so hours? If that be yes, that's why it's going so quickly. Morning to you too, Uku Kano from Ishere Oshun. Please, can Ikpeazu tell Abians where the roads he claimed that he diverted the money meant for the airport to road infrastructure, as was agreed by the traditional institution in the state? Can he show us where they are? That's what you're asking. I'm waiting for his arrest by EFCC. All right. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number. Good morning to you. How are you? Hello. I have you on the line.
Good morning, Cordelia.
Morning. How are you?
Good morning, Cordelia.
I can hear you.
Fine.
Yeah. What's your name?
This is Port Harcourt boy calling from Iba.
Port Harcourt boy, you they talk like who just wake up by 16 minutes to 8. Ginger, give me Port Harcourt ginger.
No, I don't wake up since so.
Okay.
Why?
Oh yeah, behave like somebody when they run from Fubara and Wike. I need energy.
For Fubara and Wike or Fubara, man say Fubara. Now no one wake up. Fubara no one wake up because during Celestial Mayor, Amechi come in. He make Celestial Mayor they irrelevant for the state. When Amechi hot, do all what he do like saying I ain't get River State. They bring Wike. Wike was very weak, weaker than Fubara. Now the Port Harcourt ginger enter him body where he begin the perform when he gets him back of them. The come out Amechi for River State. He declare Amechi irrelevant, but no who they hear about Amechi again. Now Wike come day now, come decide say he want control from Abuja. Is it possible? I want take okay. Let me give you an instance. Like all the things that Amechi, we know say all these men then thief money, but you get to it some things that they still plan for the state. Do you know that when Wike come, he destroy something like the Shanghai farm? I go training for Shanghai farm. If you go that farm
for Benin Republic.
Yes, now the branch where Amechi carry come Port Harcourt, he there for Ogoni side.
They destroyed it.
That Shanghai farm, we can kill that farm because now good things we as in the schools that Shanghai farm and other things we can just make sure say you know what make the name rise, make it be saying Amechi.
But I got you. The line just stripped off. I got you. I got you. Hello, how are you? Your line is very, very noisy. I think when you settle down, you call back, hoping that we'll see be on the program when you do call back. Let's take you. Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, Cordelia. Good morning.
Morning. How are you? Your name?
I'm fine. My name is Undiluted Bigman. Pepper them, but not you. You are not a month.
Let it pepper also not be small. Go ahead.
I'm calling from Ilewe Cotton.
You're not in Ladiport this morning.
No, I'm in Cotton. I will soon go to Ladiport very soon.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. What I'm saying about Fubara in River State, I've said it before. They just want to use higher power to suppress that young man. That is what I observe. Then another thing I want to ask, why Nigeria don't want to release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? This thing I'm still thinking it. What is happening? Why are they holding that man, just holding him like that? Let them know say God they watch out too. So please, Madam Cordelia, help me talk to Mr. Suwaji Ahmed Tinubu. Now be our president. Now be number one. Now be Ejesha Ogun. Now go talk to release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Then go release her.
Okay, we
make
don't
him
hear.
I beg.
Okay.
We dey beg you. I beg.
I will try. I will try. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, you've taken. Let's take this one. Then I'll read some of your messages. Hello, morning.
Morning, ma.
Morning, sir. Your name?
Choose from it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, they are passing law, and they are passing law against drug peddlers. But the people that embezzling our money, that putting the money, diverting constituency allocations to their pocket, and nothing is working, the masses are suffering. What law are they passing against looting? It will swear that the most also pass law against looting, against themselves. So that any government official that loot our money will also be killed. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Kesiono Haojo Alaba. I'm going to take some time to read the messages, as I said before. Fubara is in the right track now. Let him demolish complex and start demolishing those Wike loyalists' house. That is wicked now, Casey. Is against the law. After the you're just demolishing everything that belongs to Wike. Fubara doesn't know the type of power he has as a sitting governor. I urge him, Fubara, to speak the language Wike and his loyalists would understand. Senator from Isolo, you say NAS has passed a death penalty for drug barons and the producers. They should also pass death. They should also, is actually okay. It's going now for the third reading. They should also so let me change it to okay. Death sentence for looters of our treasury. Reps stopping cybersecurity levy is a welcome development. There should be a follow-up. Just like electricity tariff, do you know that NEPA is still charging high despite the order to suspend it? You journalists should emphasize more on this. All right, I've heard you, because we're all suffering the same thing. Morning to you, Smiling George from Liasu Road. The lawmakers approved death penalty for drug manufacturers. That is illicit hard drugs. They should approve same for looters of our funds in Nigeria and for election fraud. All right. I have yours. Can the government of Delta be responsive at this point? How, now that the military is off the place, our Ministry of Health and Emergency Response Team should go there to take care of the people in the bush for weeks. This is how to be a good government. This is how to be good government. Governor Sheriff should show leadership, sir. Waje from Shasha. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Pereira. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Can you hear me? Yeah,
I can hear
I'm
you
fine. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well, thank you. Your name?
Okay. This is Renadi from calling from Spain.
Welcome.
You know, yesterday I was talking on the statement of.
Yes. All right. Yes, so we have different topics today. So, headlines today. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me just say, even though I know that this our leaders, the Igbo leaders, I don't know, they are hearing, but if they have conscience, at least they didn't hear the preaching of the teaching of Rufai every morning. The preaching and the cry, the preaching of Peter Monse, and the cry of Ekan. If they are human beings, they should at least try to listen to these people. Rufai every morning preach, and Peter Monse just try, and the end of it, nothing. I wish them well. Let them continue. So my destiny is on the Senate, and on the House. I don't know. Maybe these people don't. I don't know what if they really know what they are there for. The other time was imagine somebody will left his house. He went to the house, and the other time was Emesoma. Upon all the problem we have in Nigeria, what they going to have to do is just about Emesoma. The another day was I listened to this. It was if people that want the port to breathe, they should say hi. People that want, I say, what kind of country is this? That was what this guy, the student president, said. He said people that want the port to breathe, they should say hi. People that say they don't want to breathe, they should say hey. I say, look at, imagine. These people went to this thing that they said a death sentence instead of by all these bandits. That if anybody discussed.
Immediately you mentioned cut, the line cut. All right, bye, got you. Hello, good morning.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
That might call be
answered.
Hallelujah.
My God.
Hallelujah.
Since how many days I'll be calling.
Okay,
Sister Cordelia, thank you. Okay, Nebiko.
You don't nearly use the time finish. So before you talk, you go cut. Talk.
Oh my, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, your name.
This issue of my name
first.
is Richie from Italy.
Oh, welcome. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so the issue of talking about the death sentence on the some of these drugs and others. I just want to say something about this lawmaker. They make the laws that favors them. Now, if they can make laws, put death sentence on all these things, why did they not put death sentence on politicians stealing the money? Because these are the more criminals. These are the people that do more things that other people, that even destroy people's lives. You see, many people are in the desert today. Many Nigerians are in the desert, dying in the desert and the sea today. It's because of the bad governors we have, the bad leaders we have. Now, you will not put death sentence on those people who are stealing billions and billions and billions. You will not put death sentence on the bandits that are killing people, taking their land and destroying them, raping them. You will not put death sentence on the armed robbers. You will not put death sentence on all these dubious things. And you are putting death sentence. So we should just make the whole thing just be parallel. You don't do things, the one that will favor you, and leave the other one.
Oh, okay. But you landed, thank God for that, before the line cut. So, I be tell you that time. Now, so they do for here. All right, but I got you. Let's quickly read some messages from YouTube. Oladewale, morning to you too. You're greeting us from ATL. You say, only in Nigeria, where father, daughter, and son-in-law flees Nigeria in billions and hope we get our money back. Only in Nigeria, where lawmakers are unaware of so many things except their own prayers, Abi. Hope we are looking through the lens of clarity that those that went for Daniel Ojukwu, a journalist, will hunt for anyone as well. And you're congratulating the Lagos State, you call them demolition governor of Lagos State. No, there is only one demolition person, demolition man, All right, you have other messages there. The conversation can continue there. Aro Babajide, good morning, miss. Please, is the Coastal Highway part of Nigeria's planned road or is Tinubu's administration project? Why I'm asking, I saw some videos on Rufai's account. Well, I think this thing had been there before now, and administration before now had even mentioned this, but the question is, or what people are talking about right now, is the due process and the need for it right now. You said you saw some videos yesterday. If that place has been marked for road construction, why would they build such buildings? The problem was, or is, the fact that there is a diversion from the original plan. That's another thing that has been complained about. Benjamin Jonah, you have your message here. Good morning to you. I'm happy to have my Soko person in VOP also 08. This is tribalism, but thank you. Okay. Austin Page Ubaja, IMF never for a day like Africa, rather to keep us stand still. Liberate yourself without them is the answer. Afunwa Adama, good morning VOP family. I'm looking for our president, make he address us about this petrol problem. Yeah, I'm sure he will soon. Benjamin Jonah, please Madam Cordelia, I'm blacklisted. I've been calling more than 15 times, even yesterday with Precious. Not be me. I don't blacklist nobody on the show. Keep trying. Did you guys blacklist Benjamin? I don't think so, Benjamin. Please try. No. I don't do that. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Madam Cordelia. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Madam Cordelia, my name is Tony Chukwode from UK.
Welcome,
Tony. Is it a way that, don't get it that I'm trying to tell people how to do the job, but is it a way that the VOP should stop talking anything about the Madame Lagarde and her organization, the
IMF, huh?
Yeah, is it a way to stop?
Tell me why.
Because these people are just evil to Africa, even the World Bank. Madame Lagarde should go and advise France And I'm sure France doesn't listen to her. Why is it that they continue to advise Africa, destroying the economy of Africa? This is an evil organization that is out to destroy Africa and the economy. And coming to the one of the house, what they are talking about, the death sentence. Why is it that they can't put the death sentence about only looting? Because it's the looting that is putting all these young people and the young men into what they are doing today. If they have put just one.
Hello? Hello? Oh, it disconnected, but I got you. Thank God you made that point clear. IMF? Maybe I'll take this before I finalize with the messages. And don't forget that Sonny Irakpo will be joining us, all things being equal, at 8:05. We'll be looking at this death penalty 2 versus what he's found as one who's been campaigning against hard drugs for so many years. Good morning.
Hello, Madam Cordelia.
Morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm fine.
What's your name? I'm very well, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Tinubu, calling from Ogun State.
All right, go ahead.
All right. See, I don't have much to say. But with this law, they pass through now to Nigerians. This is the time and we know if Nigerian youth, if the whole Nigeria will rise against all these politicians that used to steal our money, listen our money. Let the whole Nigeria rise up and tell them that no, we don't agree. They should pass it on. Those their own friends that used to loot Nigerian money, steal Nigerian money. Let them pass the law. Let them pass the law by everybody, both the drug, both the politicians, anybody that steals. Let them pass the law. Let's sentence. So they cannot pass the law to poor people. But they are the ones that are stealing Nigeria's money, drinking Nigeria's money. So this is the time Nigeria will rise. This is the time Nigeria will say no.
Right. Okay.
This is what we want. Let the law pass, go on, all of them, everybody that steals, die. You carry drugs, die. You thief, you do whatever, anything you do. Let that person die. We know that, yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay, he said it's bit. I got you. It hasn't been passed into law yet. It's moving on to the next reading after they've okayed it. I'm sure by the time they hear all this hue and cry, they may just decide to say, okay, you know what? I think we should go another way in the way we tackle this matter. We'll read some messages and then it will be time for us to join our guest who will be talking about the issue even more. Good morning, lady. You say from your voice, I perceive you're a beautiful lady. To my mother, my father, my sweetie, I am. Thank you. It depends on you. Quick one. I love the step government is taking on capital punishment for those producing hard drugs. I just wanted them to use this opportunity to address reasons why these guys patronize them. Our education is in a comatose state. The youths are frustrated, so the result is drugs. Olawale from Ijanike. Thank you for your message and for your by faith compliment. Good morning to you. Port Harcourt boy, I already took your call, so I'll take some other person's message. Good morning, Madam Cordelia. Governor Fubara should rise up and take his stand to govern River State. Wike is just a distraction and nothing more. This is Perpetual from Isheri Idimo. Perpetual, call next time. I need more women. Women, they say women supporting women. Women, be calling. Put your mouth in state affairs so that they won't think there's only fashion blogs we used to visit. Yeah. All right, I got you. Francis from Saleyu saying, I wish death sentence is made in all areas of corruption in this country. Okay, politicians play a crucial role in shaping the future of a nation through their decisions and actions. When politicians engage in corrupt practices such as rigging elections and embezzling public funds, it undermines the democratic process and erodes public trust. There should also be capital punishment for rigging election and stealing of our commonwealth. This is Peter from Germany. Good morning to you, Peter. Kim, that'll be that for right now. Have I succeeded in taking a lot of them? Yes, I have. And okay, before 8:05, when my guest does come in, should we take maybe one more person, because the line was just buzzing. Maybe we were able to do that, maybe not. But I would say my bit here too, that I think there are things we must address. I like the way the Asian countries really handle corruption. The way they handle it, you'll be too afraid to even try it. The way China handles it, even though they're not perfect, but I think maybe we should try that in Nigeria soon, to tackle this issue of corruption, because the way they are dealing with us, it is very evil. And the sooner we start dealing with these politicians the way they should be dealt with, the better for all of us, because as we will say in Pidgin, they are owned on too much. It on too much. So by the time you know you do it, we'll take you out. By the time you do it, you're going to stay in prison for so long. By the time you steal the constituency money, security votes, and all that, we will deal with you. You will see that a lot of people wouldn't even want to be leaders after all, because it's a huge responsibility. And the sooner Nigerians are able to take up and take on their leaders, the better to be for us. Now, let me quickly tell you something about our guest for this morning. But you know what? Let me catch my breath, and I'll come tell you about Sunny Irakpo, and the session will kick off. Stay on.
You are listening to your number one station, the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafte Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less. Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafte Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less. The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream, delights in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, First Town, 28 Adenira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions.
right, trying to put some things together here so it will be seamless. We're here on 90.3 FM. Ambassador Sonny Irakpo is a U.S. government-sponsored exchange alumni of the International Visitors Leadership Exchange Program in combating drug addiction and opioid crisis. And he has other things he's done with them, and he's been an anti-drug ambassador conferred by the office of the 8th Senate President, Distinguished Senator Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki. He's a founder and president, SILEC Initiative, an NGO established to fight against drug abuse in Nigeria. It kick-started in the year 2010 and is accredited by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. And he's one who is a holder in accounting second class upper division. It's a long list of his achievements here, and he has received many local and international awards on leadership and so on. He's also certified by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime on drug prevention, treatment, and care sensitization, and is a program sponsored under the European Union. Is a drug prevention strategist and interventionist. His approach to the drug abuse fight is unique and informative, and we'll be having him join us shortly. But before then, let's quickly hear this. When that bill came up in the Senate, Aline Dume stood up and said that what we have here is too soft.
Was the original?
It's too soft. We should make it something something harder as punishment for people who produce drugs, who traffic, who actually make this available to people. Let's hear what Aline Dume said at that point.
Supposed to toughen the laws against drug trafficking or use. Amendment is supposed to therefore Section 11 against drug trafficking or use. Therefore, Section 11 of the proposed bill was the original submission. Is supposed to be toughened in order to discourage the. So, I am surprised that the committee is recommending a softer punishment. It was a life imprisonment. In fact, we should change it to death sentence. This is practiced everywhere in this country that are serious about dealing with drugs.
All right, well, he actually meant in countries that are serious in dealing with drugs. You know, when they said that Adams Oshomole objected to what he said, not what he said, the thing is Adams Oshomole objected because after he said this, the call was made. Those in favor of death penalty say aye. Those not in favor say nay. And then the sound was a bit funny because nays seem to have been loud or something, but the not as loud in quote voice got it, and there was some muffled should I call reactions. Adams Oshomole now stood up and said this shouldn't be the format we should use to do this voting because it's serious business. Let's hear him.
We must be honest, transparent in the decision. I am accountable to my conscience and to my community. Death sentence is not a matter for a, nay or nay. Everybody should vote so that we will be counted. When it matters, those who vote for death and those who vote for punishment. No, you cannot. We take a vote. It's a fundamental issue. We are making law here. This is not a motion. I have responsibility for any law that I made while I'm in this parliament.
So he's saying let's have Sonny Irakpo join us now. He's saying it's not something you vote. Those in favor say aye. Those not in favor say nay. It's something you go and vote, and your name is written according to how you voted because it's a law that is being made. It's not an aye or a nay something. Sonny Irakpo, did you hear all that? Yes. You heard that, right?
Yes.
So what did you say? What do your reaction to what Oshomole said?
Well, with due respect to distinguished Senator Adams Oshomole, whom some of us highly placed value on as a result of his humanitarian service, who understood or who understand what life is all about, for him to, bring some objection into this matter, cause for worry, because the Senate have a pattern of voting. They have a pattern of resolution. And if they've adopted that pattern, I see no reason why he should be objecting to it, because it's a serious matter. It's a serious thing. Let me tell you, Lady C, you see, the issue of drug abuse is a worrisome issue. And traffickers over these years, they've destroyed so many lives. Let me play with statistics. In a state where 85% of young people between age 18 and 38 are regarded as mad people, come to the street, come and see what drug is doing. Come to social gatherings, come and see what drugs is doing. What about the Gen Zs? So the future of this country, we are playing too much. We are playing too much with a lot of things. And I must tell you that the issue of drug abuse, look at what is happening as a result of insecurity. All these are tied to, drug traffickers finding their way easily into the Nigerian state. So for me, I am of the opinion that irrespective of the pattern that they've adopted, the issue that is at hand is very, very germane, that requires a lot of a consensus resolution, which has been displayed by the Senate. So for Adams Oshomole to move against it, I don't know what he wants to achieve anyway.
Well, I don't think he's moving against it in a bad way. He just feels that it is a very serious matter and they should take time to really vote about it, because other parts of the world it may not be death penalty. So by the time it comes out that the X number of senators did this vote and all that, you will not hide under the noise of yay, nay, and be quiet. By the time you do it electronically, all the votes will be properly counted the way it is done in other advanced parts of the world. I think that is what he's saying, and not about the thing itself. Anyway, but let's come to what you just said. You go to schools a lot. You see what is going on there. And maybe you could look up a bit. Let me see your eyes. It'd be like, okay. I not say you are not a shy person. Sonny, you are not shy. So look into my eyes. All right. Tell us the things you've discovered on your trip to the schools, not just in Lagos, as per these drug abuse things, and how they use children to sell these things. Tell us, please.
This is my 14th year in the campaign against drug abuse in Nigeria. Lady C, I must tell you that anytime I'm on the streets, on the community running this campaign, what I see, I shed tears. Because how will you feel as a mother? You send your kids to the best schools in this country after they might have gone through the corners of the university. What they come out with at the end of the day in the process, they hook in drugs, and you see them on the streets. Will you be happy? And that is what is going on. Let me tell you, even in the secondary school, the primary school, there's a lot of things that is going on right now that we shouldn't play with the issue of drug abuse at all. Because over the years, my campaign experience, for how far I've related with young people and what I've seen with my eyes, my sister, it is worrisome. Let me tell you.
Give us some examples of things you've seen, please. Share with us.
Yes, the example that I've seen young people smoking, because marijuana is the highest drugs being abused in the country. We see young people, even in the primary and secondary school, they are smoking marijuana. I was in a seminar teaching these young people. Then I was saying that for you to identify those who smoke marijuana, their lips are always dark. A boy gets up and said, no, their lips is not always dark. I said, yes, I understand where you are going. Because they normally use pink lips for those who smoke excessively. They use pink lips to disguise. So you can't even detect if they are smoking. But you see, you cannot hide a smoke. Anybody that smokes marijuana, if it pass through you, you must see their eyes. It must reflect that this guy is on something. doing. That is what is going on. So this guy was saying, no, you can't quickly detect us. But I know that yes, there are a lot of coding that these young people are doing that even while they're on drugs, you cannot easily detect. But there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors that are responsible for this. And I'm saying that for we to really tackle the issue of drug abuse holistically, we must adopt a holistic approach. We must look at the drug demand reduction strategy. The NDLEA, they've been doing very, very fantastically. But the issue is this: they are looking at one side for me. They are looking at the supply reduction strategy. But if we must tackle this issue of drug abuse, we must also look at the drug demand reduction strategy. Look at as far as the NDLEA is working. You see them on a daily basis. They are arresting drug traffickers. They are parading them. But despite all that, we still see these drugs on the street. So what do we do as a people? It's just for you to take the people-to-people approach, community-to-community approach, for you to sensitize them. Like for me, we have also come up with what we call the family-based approach programs, for which to sensitize the families on the dangers of drug abuse, because that is what is going to save us. The power of information.
Yeah, Ambassador, hold on. Let me take you back to the schools now and all what you have discovered. The campaign strategies that you guys have, we're going to take time, as we discussed last night. During the week, we'll have the full 1 hour session where we can do this. This is the abridged one. Let's take a look at some of those drugs that these children are using in the schools now. I'm really focusing on the schools right now. The kind of drugs they are using. Remember Solid Star, when he was telling us about how he used, was it ice or something like that?
Yes, ice, methamphetamine.
Break down some of these things and what they do to these people. And I hear also that when they don't smoke that Igbo finish, they'll come spray perfume. So when boy don't over-scent, sometimes suspect that boy. Go ahead.
Well, for you the drugs that are being used by young people, like as I've said right now, is marijuana. But apart from marijuana, I know you've heard about colos. Okay, colos is the highest definition of marijuana. For those who have been in drugs for some period of time, marijuana will no longer work in their system. So they need a higher version of that to remain relevant as far as the issue of drug is concerned. So they move from marijuana, they enter colos, and as I speak with you, there is one they call combine.
No, what is that colos? What do they? Because we just say on colos, and we are laughing. What is how do they do that one?
Colos is a combination of different chemicals, okay, that is combined with marijuana itself. It's the highest version of marijuana. If marijuana is intoxicating, by the time they mix other things, that is to say, the effect of that particular drug is higher than marijuana. And those who does that is because of the fact that many of them, they've been in marijuana for so long. So when you've been on that particular drug for so long, it does not work on you again. Because the feeling that you get at the original state when you started marijuana, you no longer get it, as if your body is no longer taking marijuana. So you needed a higher version of that drugs for you to remain relevant, for you to not say, yeah, my body, they take something. And that is what is happening
here. Nigeria.
Yes, on the street, yes.
They manufacture it here.
Yes, it is locally fabricated. And the issue is that once they take this drug, for some who is just taking it for once their body does not take it, it takes them off. You see them, they begin to behave like zombie. All right, they begin to behave. Many of them, they fall. Maybe I can share some video with you later so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Because it is the highest definition of marijuana. Apart from the codeine, apart from the syrup, okay, the prescription drugs that many of them are mixing. These are the illegal drugs that some of them are taking. Thank God you mentioned ice. Ice is also another one that is very, very potent, that destroys the lives of young people. But in the secondary school, it is marijuana. It is this combine of a thing that they are carrying. As I speak with you, combine is killing young people.
Which one is combine? Okay? Is different from oncolos?
Yes, combine is another. Let me tell you, this issue of drugs are involved. If you stay long on a particular drug for some time, your body will no longer feel as if you are taking something again. All right, so you need to do a lot of experimentation. Yes, for you to graduate to the next stage. That is what it does. So that is what is happening to young people. So we need to arrest the situation by sensitizing them on the dangers of this thing. Because what are the effects of this? A boy have taken marijuana, Lady C. After he took this marijuana, he was shouting, "Egba mio, egba mio, egba mio, mama mitiku, mama mitiku, mama mitiku." Meanwhile, the mother was seated in front of him. You understand? And he was shouting that the mother is dead, the mother is dead. So people were wondering that what is wrong with him. Even the mother who gave birth to the son was saying, "Kilo Shamo Ifumi, what is wrong with this boy?" Now they now find out that the boy has taken marijuana. That is the effect some of them get. And at the point of taking marijuana for the first time, because of the genetic vulnerability, our body system is structured differently. So what is good for him might not be good for you. Somebody who you see smoke marijuana now and he goes free with him, somebody else might take that same marijuana and get hooked. And many today, I want to challenge you that if you want to see how bad the issue of drug is in Lagos State, go to Yaba. You will see, you will shed tears how young people are chained to the floor. So it is an issue that we must address. It is an issue that requires a collective fight. Thank God the Senate is waking up to their responsibility, because that is the only way we can salvage the country. Look at what is happening in insecurity. I just came back from Delta State. As I speak with you right now, Asaba is on fire as a result of drugs, inflow of drugs. So a lot of things are happening as we speak. So what we need to do is to take a decisive steps. And one of the steps is what the Senate has already done. And we are praying that this should be backed up with political will in order for we to get a good result.
Even to stop you had, I just listen. Can you imagine the kind of things that are happening? You know, we're going to arrange it for those of you listening. I'm sure you want to hear more because we have a lot more for you to hear. Sunday Irakpo, Ambassador Sunday Irakpo, has been doing this for so long. He will tell you things that will amaze you. So next week, we're going to do a fuller package. We will tell you the day and the time, and you'll be able to contribute. This is just the introduction of this particular segment. So, Sonny, we'll talk to you again next week, and hopefully you'll be available to do that with us.
By the grace of God.
Yes, so Ambassador Sunday Irakpo is the convener of SELEC Initiative, and their aim and goal is to have a Nigeria that is free from illicit drugs and with sane young people doing great things. Have a beautiful day, Sonny.
Thank you so much, Lady C. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you every time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You're listening to VOP 90.3 FM. You heard that. And as I said, we'll be doing a fuller version next week. I got your message, Shooks Emmanuel from Satellite Town. You actually get what we're saying. And you said that Nigerian Senate must stop their chorus of aye and nay. They must start to count individual senators and record how each individual votes. That's exactly what Adams Shomole was talking about. I have to be going right now. Adigbo, I don't know if you hear all this death penalty thing that has been okayed. What do you think? It's like something pursue you, come here to pursue you, not be death penalty.
You know, some my people they talk say if something
far away they run.
You are there. If something no they pursue them. In the pursue something. You get something where they pursue me this morning. But I let her go pursue him. Good morning, Cordelia. I was right.
Very fine, and yours?
It was fine.
Tell me
the death penalty, right? I know it's too strict.
Too strict.
Too strict. I think there are other ways, to stop that. But death penalty. Okay, if you are giving them death penalty, all these politicians that are eating our money, billion, what will you now do to them?
Good question. Good question. Okay, I'm gonna leave on American talk. Adigbo is already in the house, and she will tell you Adigbo.
Adigbo one.
Adigbo one. She will tell you more. She will tell you about the thing that's pursuing her. But I have to go now, and you've heard it. This is just the first phase of that discussion. It's going to go for a third reading, and we'll eventually know if they will accept it or if the cries of Nigerians will supersede. But there are other things that we could take people out on. Corruption is killing Nigeria. What do we do to stop it? Stiffer penalty. Not that somebody steal phone, you go life imprisonment. Then somebody steal billions, you will do plea bargaining. Nah, it should stop. I'm Cordelia. I'm going to see you at 10:30. Ejiro Mokoro will be joining me, and we'll continue our talk about cultism, Yahoo with our youth, things we have discovered so far. Stay with us.
To the city's #1 super dial, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.